Hello and welcome to this video about trapezius, which is another muscle in the upper back and neck area. This muscle is the second most important muscle in terms of chronic pain in the head and headaches. And if you are a sufferer, a whiplash patient, somebody with post-concussion syndrome and so on, this is a very important muscle to treat. So what you need to do is you need to figure out whether you have any active trigger points, whether you are sore in this muscle. And the way to do that is to take your hand and grab this piece of muscle up here, which is the upper part of trapezius, and gently squeeze it. If you feel any sore spots or if you feel anything radiating up into your head, then this is definitely one that needs to be treated. Alright, so first let's talk about some of the symptoms that trigger point or active trigger points in the trapezius can give you. So trapezius is really big on headaches. So it can give you a headache in the back of the head, it can give you a headache in your temples, it can give you some pain in the back of your neck here, and it can actually also give you some pain in not the neck but on the top of the shoulder. Then it can also give you some of the symptoms from trapezius are similar to those of the sternocleidomastoid. So one of the similar symptoms is that it can give you some jaw pain, especially the upper part of trapezius, which is here, can give you some jaw pain, and it can also give you pain in the back of the eyes. So it will feel like somebody is pulling or something is pulling from the back of your eye, actually inside of your skull. It can also give you some dizziness or some balance problems, although mostly those kinds of symptoms come from sternocleidomastoid. Alright, so when you treat the trapezius, the same rules applies to when you treat any other trigger point. You have to find the trigger point, which is a sore piece of your muscle, which might radiate pain out to other parts of the body. So you find it, you apply a pressure to the point for about 45 seconds. And the level of intensity or how hard you should press should be on a scale of pain. If you have 0 and if you have 10, you should be about 5 to 7. But for beginners, you need to be a little bit careful about how hard you press, because it can be a little bit overwhelming if you give it your full strength. Okay, so let's talk about how to actually treat the trapezius. In order to effectively treat trapezius, you need one of these, which is called a back knobber. There are various versions of these massage tools. Another one is called a Terracane, but I've always just used the back knobber, so that's the one I would recommend you to use as well. It's got a small arch here with a small nut, and it's got a big arch with a big nut. And I always use the big arch with the big nut. So when you treat trapezius, the same rules applies to when you treat any other trigger point. You need to find a trigger point, and in order to find this, or the indication of a trigger point is if it hurts a lot when you press the muscle, if you feel a small knot in the muscle, if it radiates out to another part of your body, then it is a trigger point. So to put it short, you need to use this massage tool to investigate all of your trapezius and make sure that there are no sore trigger points, and if there are, you need to massage them. And the massage is not so much a massage, it's rather a pressure. Some people prefer it to be a massage where they call it milking the trigger point, but I usually recommend that you find a trigger point and then you press it. So you go through your your trapezius muscle, and on trying to find these trigger points. So the trapezius muscle exists or is on the top of your shoulder here, and then it goes all the way back down your back, and is between your shoulder blade and your spine. So you need to put this back knobber up here and press downwards here. When you do that, this knot here will go down into your upper part of your trapezius, and it will generate a pressure, and you can move it along downwards along your spine like this. So the second way to treat trapezius is done while sitting down in a chair, and you need to use the back of that chair to support your back knobber. So the idea is that you put the back, your own back against the back of the chair, and in between your back and the back of the chair you put the back knobber. So the back knobber has to go under your arm. And then the idea is that when you press the part of the back knobber that is in front of your body, then the back knobber, the big arch which is on your back, will go into your trapezius and generate a pressure. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it useful, please share it with other people who need it. For daily video updates, please like my page on Facebook, Curalistic.com, or visit my website www.curalistic.com. If you've got any questions, please add me on Facebook, Gustav Grundsø. Thank you.